Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. Quote of the day. If you haven't read Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, highly recommend you pick it up. It was the first book I picked up in my self-development when I started reading books about how to improve myself. And literally, still up to this date, I've read a lot of books. The most life-changing book I've read up to date. It's very powerful. And it was the first time I was introduced to the idea that you can change yourself. I didn't think you can change yourself. I thought you're born somewhat a certain way and that's it. But Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, introduced me to this idea, right? Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This is my take on this specific quote. I think the universe we live in is, obviously, it's just obvious if you've experienced, just if you look at everyday experiences, your experiences, the synchronicity and stuff, there are external forces at work. This is beyond, it gets beyond obvious at some point, especially when you start to pay attention to the coincidences, so-called, that are happening to you, your dreams, and weird things start happening to you. You know that there's external forces at hand. And I think, I believe that faith is one of those external forces that comes in handy. Meaning, if you believe in something so much, let's say that this whole universe is a program. Let's say it's a video game, it's a virtual reality. So one of the variables, the way I see it, is if this person shows faith, then make this happen. Like an if statement kind of thing. If faith is shown, this is and this happen, right? And I really think there's like magnificent power in just believing, in having faith in something. That once you put your faith into something and you just go balls deep, you go all in, you don't look back, you just look forward with an unshakable faith that the thing you're carrying on is going to be successful, then the universe conspires to make that happen. You're changing your mind, this reality generating device. Your brain has like 100 billion neurons, and it's a reality generating device. Your brain, my brain, are reality generating devices. Now, if we want to get into quantum physics right now, which I don't want to, because to be honest, I'm fucking terrible at even explaining it to myself, let alone try to explain it to you guys. But what it seems to be happening is we're living in this infinite flux of energy where literally all possibilities are happening. Everything you can think of is happening right now. Everything, absolutely everything. And that your brain is the one that tunes into the reality that you sort of choose to entertain, right? Meaning, if you choose to entertain a shitty reality, your brain is gonna look for that, because we're living in an infinite flux of infinite possibilities and infinite realities, and boom, now we're here. And that if you believe in something, if you believe this, you want to create this new reality. Let's say, I'll give you an example here. Let's say you're in your new reality. I always like to use this example because it's easy, it's personal. The reality of having 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Now, when I started on my fitness channel, this is what I had in mind. You see? And because I put in so much effort into it, I'm not at 1 million, I'm at 100,000 in my other channel. But you guys know I'm switching over to this channel. Now I want the 1 million subscribers on this channel, and I have like unshakable faith, guys. Unfucking shakable that I'm reaching 1 million subscribers on this channel. Like, you can't even fuck with me. Like, you know what I mean? Watch, just like things randomly started to work out in the fitness channel because I put all my effort in there with faith. Watch how things are gonna work out in this channel. I just know. When you have faith in something, your brain starts to tune into that reality that already exists right now. There is a version of me talking to this camera, but with 1 million subscribers. Because time is an illusion, right? what I'm doing by tuning into that reality, I'm using this reality generating device called the brain to tune into it. So now everything that I do and sort of where I'm focused is how do I get a million subscribers, and then everything just starts to work out in this magical way. You start to meet people, synchronicities, etc., etc. And you get messages, do maybe make this video, do that. I'm just giving you guys an example here, just a small example. But you can apply it into your own life and anything you're doing. Look, anybody right now who's like on like a top performer in their career or whatever. Take a Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. These guys, I guarantee you, from when they were kids, I guarantee you somebody put it in their head that they're gonna end up being the best player in the world. That they're gonna be a top performing soccer player, football player when they grow up. Guarantee you, all right? Because that the mind comes in before the actual manifestation, right? There's a time delay. We are here to experience time. The way we experience time is just for us to learn and just have fun, right? But really, everything's timeless. I guarantee you, these guys, LeBron James, Messi, Ronaldo, I guarantee you somebody put it in their head that they're going to be the best player in their field when they grow up. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been. It's as simple as that. I remember from one of Conor McGregor's interviews, you know, he talks about law of attraction and stuff like that. He's like, the interviewer, I'll just paraphrase, the interviewer asked him like, you know, did you ever think you're going to get here? He's like, if I didn't, it wouldn't have happened. Simple as that. Right? So this is the reality generating, and Conor McGregor is very interesting because when he got the belt, right? They asked him like, how does it feel? He's like, familiar. He's like, I've been walking around with a belt since before I even started being a fighter. You see? So he generated that reality. He just kept tuning into it until it manifested. And when it did, he's like, it was familiar. I've been here many times. Like, you know, to him it was familiar to have the belt and all this fame and all of that. So just be aware. Use your mind to tune into the reality that you want. And just be aware that things might take a bit of time and will take a bit of time. But that's why we're here. That's why we incarnate here. That's why we come here, to experience this game in a linear fashion. Anyway, that's enough. I don't like to go on too long of a rant on these quotes. I like to let you guys think about it. Other than that, check out my free book, 5 Powerful Habits to Dominate Life in All Areas. Pretty dope book, 22 pages, quick read, will help you tremendously with anything in your life. Other than that, I love you guys, love you, but don't forget to subscribe or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.